we're talking about Zheng He. So he was a really, really famous Chinese explorer back in the 1300s, 1400s. And so before we get to the good stuff, I'm going to give you guys an introduction in Chinese. So 我是郑和，我1371年在今宁于南出生的。但是我出生的时候我叫马和，我后来再叫郑和。还有我是惠族，惠族是那个Muslim minority， 所以我们学过惠族是什么。还有我的爸爸和爷爷都是Haji， 所以他们是惠族人，他们去过 Mecca， 所以他们上了那个 pilgrimage 到那儿。还有我1381年我10岁的时候，那个明 Army 杀了我爸爸，还有他们把我送到北京。还有在北京，我当了一个 eunuch. So a eunuch is a servant who does menial tasks for the emperor or whoever they're assigned to. And so, interestingly, they are castrated. So to prevent adultery with the emperor's wives and having affairs with other women in court. So he served as a eunuch, or I served as a eunuch to.
Oh, check out the
Yeah, so in the Zhudi's household, so he was a prince of Yan, and later he would become the emperor. And so I, being the awesome person that I am, grew to be 6'6", and I am very good at fighting and training and military tactics. I studied Confucius, so I am very knowledgeable, and I later became one of Zhudi's closest advisors. So.
And I am Zhu Di, and 我跟了蒙古郑了以后，我会变成了雍儿皇帝， and 我会很喜欢郑和 and I'll give him a promotion, so he'll change from Maher to Zheng.
So.
Okay, 现在是 1390s. Maher. The Mongols are attacking our northern borders. You must go fight them.
Oh no.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to lead all the armies on the northern border. And
Of course, my friends. I will do that for you.
Okay, I trust you.
Okay. So that was the end of scene 1. So then after that, we became very famous and influential as a fighting pair, and I became renowned for my skills. So then later, in 1398, the first emperor of the Ming Dynasty died. So there was a huge fight for succession or for who became next emperor. So the first emperor gave the title to his grandson, but my prince, Wudi, thought that was unfair because he was older and wiser, so he launched a fight against the heir. So here we go, scene 2.
Thank you so much to you and your efforts. I've become the new emperor. Please accept the promotion. You are now changed from Mahe to Zheng He.
Oh no, a new name. That is so courteous of you. You are so generous, kind prince.
And also have this mansion too.
Oh no, how great. Okay, so that was scene 2. Alright, so because of the coup though, because the Prince of Yan, Zhudi, became successful and became the Yongle Emperor, he had a hard time convincing people of his legitimacy. So a lot of these scholars in court refused to support him, so usually they are the huge political kind of faction that supports Emperor and gives some legitimacy. So then he became to rely on a lot of his eunuchs for advice. And to convince people and kind of gain their support, the Yongle Empire started a lot of massive projects, such as building new canals and so forth. So one of these projects was to start the treasure fleet, which is what I am known for. Zheng He is now known for. So here we go.
Zheng He, I'm going to start one of these projects called the Treasure Fleet, and I want you to lead this project.
Before I accept such a generous offer, can I know a little more about this? So how many men will I be commanding?
You will be commanding a total of 27,000 men.
That is so many men.
And 317 boats.
How many boats again? Can you repeat that?
317.
That is the largest fleet ever in the history of the world. Are you sure I am qualified for such a challenge?
I mean, you've helped me so much until now. I'm sure you can do it. I want you to promote Chinese culture and help us establish influence around the Indian Ocean.
I'm not sure if I could do that, but I'll work my best to make you proud, Emperor.
All right, I'm counting on you.
All right. So there were 7 total voyages between 1405 and 1432. And so eventually what these voyages did is that they negotiated a lot of trade pacts between different kingdoms and empires in the Indian Ocean. So he fought pirates, installed puppet kings, brought back tributes such as jewels and medicine and exotic animals. And some of these places include places such as Indonesia, Malaysia, Siam, India, Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, and Kenya. So.
This is not working.
Yeah,
我下课了。
我们昨天讲什么？ So 我们讲郑和。So he's a famous Chinese sailor and kind of general commander. He commanded something called the treasure fleet, and that would be a picture of him. So we're just gonna give you guys some reminders. And so he went on about 7 voyages. So this is a map of basically where he went throughout. He basically traveled around the Indian Sea, and so he visited a lot of places such as Indonesia, India, Saudi Arabia, Tunisia, etc. And so interestingly, one of the cool things is that if you remember that the Chinese is famous inventions like paper, paper, and other things, but one of them is the compass. And so he used actually the Chinese compass on his voyages. And so this is just an image of what an ancient Chinese compass would look like, if you were interested. And this is a picture of one of the treasure boats. So like I said yesterday, there are 200 treasure boats. There's around 317 of them. And so Jess is going to go into a longer overview of what the boats are like and kind of more information on his legacy. And Jess, if you want to do that.
So these, amongst the many things that the fleets brought back home, one of the greatest artifacts of the treasure fleets were the boats themselves, and they were called junks. And they were 150 feet long and 60 feet wide, which was significantly larger than Columbus's largest boat, the Santa Maria. They could carry up to 2,800 tons, I believe, which was very, very impressive for a wooden structure. And what happened after the Yongle Emperor died was his son became the new emperor, and he discontinued the voyages basically because he wanted to focus on defending the northern and western borders from the Mongol attacks. So unfortunately that emperor only ruled for 12 years, and his son stepped in and he recontinued the voyages. And Zheng He went on his final voyage, on which he died on the return trip because he was 61 years old and he just died of old age, I believe. And this map represents his legacy. It's one of the first world maps that was drawn by Zheng He. Unfortunately, this is just a copy, but it follows the original very strictly. And that is the treasure.